Now on CoastTV News.
More people moving to Milton. Many could be living in the homes laid out in these plans here. The impact expected after a new housing development was approved. Passing through the port, some ships can now get through the wreckage in Baltimore. We have the update on the work being done to allow for even more vessels.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Pensick and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. And we are in the second day of April, and opportunities to see the sun, they've been few and far between. Here on your screen right now, we're checking live at Milford, and you can see the raindrops on the lens, a lot of dark gray clouds there. And our First Alert meteorologist, Bob Try, joins us now with a look at First Alert weather. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Del Mar. You know, a couple of hours ago, we weren't only talking April showers. We were talking about April downpours, an absolute deluge for about 2 hours or so. A good part of central and northern Sussex County, from Bridgeville, Georgetown, up to Lewis, down to Ocean View. We had a soaking. I'll have those rainfall totals coming up, but much lesser amounts farther off to the south. Widen out the view. Here's live radar. We're getting a break from the rain. That has now moved offshore, and you can see it moving offshore now. Otherwise, visible satellite picture showing a lot of clouds out there. We do have a break back into our nation's capital, but it looks like more rain across western PA, so I think we will get a break for several hours. We have temperatures right now in the mid to upper 40s, so it's chilly, it's damp. We have an easterly wind as well, just kind of adding to the misery a little bit. So a lot of clouds for the afternoon, some drizzle, some light rain. By 2 p.m., I think we're right around 50 degrees, even upper 40s along the coast, and it's going to be a struggle in the temperature department. Only a lower 50s. Inland areas still socked in with the clouds around 4 o'clock, and still pretty cloudy around 6 o'clock as well. Here's our day part forecast, keeping us cloudy, and then the rain picks up again by 7 and 9 o'clock. We could see more rain through the overnight hours, maybe rumbles of thunder, but I'm more concerned about tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon with the cold front, could be looking at severe weather. It's a code red. I'll talk about that, and a quieter pattern after that coming up in just a little bit.
Bob, news from overnight in Milton. The town council has given the go-ahead for a big development. It's called the Granary at Draper Farm, and it's now ready to go and build just outside the town. It would effectively double the size of Milton. So I'd like to note here also, this development is in no relation to Draper Media. The Granary at Draper Farm will bring just around 1,200 homes on 450 acres on Sand Hill Road when it's complete. You're seeing some of the plans for this big housing development on your screen. The development got final approvals from town council to build the first phase of the project. That would be 180 homes. As usual, in cases like these, there are people who are opposed to that new development.
I really don't know what we're going to do with the highways, to handle it, the businesses we have now. And I really hate seeing the farmland go. And the farmland is really going.
The developer's engineer told CoastTV News that they want to start building sometime this spring. The growth is expected with the new homes, and according to the town, here is the current makeup of Milton. Over 3,200 people live in Milton with over 1,300 households. There's a median income of over $59,000. This does take us to our CoastTV poll. We are asking, how should coastal towns address growth? And so far, 89% of you say cap those new neighborhoods, and then just single-digit percentage in all the other categories. We move on. The first vessel passed through the temporary channel near the Key Bridge wreckage site in Baltimore on Monday. The tugboat Crystal Coast, pushing a fuel barge. That was the first vessel to move through the newly created temporary alternate channel in Baltimore following the collapse of the Key Bridge. The emergency passageway was cleared on Monday to allow essential vessels to pass along the Patapsco River around the mangled wreckage of the bridge disaster site. A second 15-foot channel is expected to open soon to allow marine vessels access to the Port of Baltimore, along with a third one that would even be deeper in its channel. This morning, the future of beach replenishment in Fenwick Island. DNREC officials are expected to review plans to town officials. This comes after the agency claimed earlier this year that it's no longer in a position to shell out the $10 to $15 million needed annually statewide for these types of projects. DNREC will provide an update at Fenwick Island's Business Committee meeting. There is extra concern in this coastal community. Last year, 2023, Fenwick Island's project was delayed, and it took place later than expected. A fire in Ocean Pines now being investigated as arson by the Worcester County Fire Marshal's Office. The fire happened this past Friday night. It was March 29th on the 700 block of Ocean Parkway. Fire crews say they found smoke coming from a single-story home. It's part of a small bedroom that the fire was started in. And it was reported that a man was still inside the home when they got there. He did get out of the house on his own without being hurt, and fire officials now say the investigation confirms that the fire in the bedroom was set on purpose. The judge presiding over Donald Trump's New York hush money case expanded a partial gag order on Monday. This all comes following the former president's online statements against the judge's daughter. State Judge Juan Merchan barred Trump from attacking his family members and those of Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. The judge's daughter is an attorney whose clients include large donors to the Democrat Party. Her firm represents California Democrat House member and Senate candidate Adam Schiff, who led the Democrats' impeachment effort during Trump's presidency. On Monday, a U.S. district judge denied Hunter Biden's motion to dismiss federal tax charges he faces in California. Last year, Biden was hit with 3 felony and 6 misdemeanor tax-related charges. Biden had sought dismissal of the case earlier this year, arguing in part that prosecutors succumbed to political pressure in filing the charges. That all ill-fated immunity agreement struck with prosecutors last summer remained in effect, and that the charges were brought in an improper venue. He has pleaded not guilty to all of this. Coming up, past preserved proudly, we're going to show you the results of the restoration efforts of the U.S. life-saving boathouse in Lewis. Coast TV News Midday returns after this.
Experience the ultimate in relaxation at Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury. Introducing health and wellness recliners and sofas with deep tissue massage and soothing therapeutic heat to restore your body and relax your mind. The zero gravity recliner also elevates your legs above your heart to alleviate pressure on your joints, promote circulation, and reduce swelling in your legs and feet. Now at Alton Brothers, the health and wellness recliners start at just $7.99. Have you been to Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury lately?
Spring is here, signaling the perfect time to rejuvenate your lawn. Trust the knowledgeable staff at Johnson Seed and Feed to prepare your yard this season. Our lawn checklist, high-quality seasonal fertilizers, and premium grass seeds ensure a beautiful and healthy lawn throughout the summer. Unlike retail chains, we offer pure Eastern Shore grass seeds with no inert matter added. Don't miss out on our Dunbar, where you can craft your own spring arrangement. Be the envy of your neighborhood and enjoy your lawn with Johnson's Seed and Feed.
At Coast Country, we're more than just music. We're a part of Delmarva's heart. Every month, Coast Country Cares, together with Spicer Brothers, steps up to serve our community. We're here helping local organizations and supporting our neighbors all year round. Join us in making a difference. Stay tuned to learn where we'll be next, or visit coastcountry.com to see how you can be a part of our mission. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers, because we're Delmarva proud.
My daughter was beginning to struggle with substance use disorder. Felt like somebody cut my heart out. Her dream was to open a house to help other women recover. When we do our groundbreaking, I hear like at 6:30 in the morning. Nobody's here except one guy in a suit walking through the field. He says, "Kevin, David Trone, nice to meet you." For every person who is suffering from substance use disorder, there is no bigger champion.
I'm David Trone, and I approve this message.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. It has the motor and blades built right into the lid, so blend a shake at the gym, make pina coladas by poolside, or grind coffee beans for an iced cold brew on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99 with free shipping. You'll also get 2 sipping lids, a second container, and the sports lid. Get it all for just $29.99. Order now.
Powerball jackpot has surpassed $1 billion. It's now at an estimated $1.09 billion after there was no winner in Monday night's drawing. 6 tickets did match the first 5 numbers, and those winners get $1 million each. Powerball tickets cost $2, and the next drawing is tomorrow night. The Lewis Historical Society celebrated a completely restored U.S. life-saving station boathouse over the last few years. The society has reinforced the building's foundation and restored much of its original carpentry. The life-saving station is billed as a step back in time. That's where visitors can immerse themselves in the world of surfmen who served as members of the United States Life-Saving Service in this building that goes all the way back into the 1880s.
This is part of what Lewis really is, and beach area was about. I mean, I grew up in this area, so yeah, this is part of the history of how everything used to run.
Part of what makes Lewis so interesting is it's got a long, extensive maritime history, and this life-saving station is a big part of that.
And the station is open Thursdays through Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
The steady to heavy rain is gone temporarily. Right now, it's looking pretty socked in with the fog on our Gateway Subaru Camp 48 in Ocean City. So it looks like more rain is on the way and possibly severe weather as we go into later Wednesday with a cold front and a first alert day at that point. More on that coming up. In the meantime, don't need the sunscreen today. UV index brought to us by Ocean City. It's a 1 on the UV scale, so no worry about burn time or anything like that. Pretty low today, and then it increases into the medium range as we go Wednesday through Saturday, so you'll need more of the sunscreen at that time, a little bit of sun. I'll have more on that, plus the storminess and the eclipse coming up next week after the break.
Let the steam rise like the majestic Mount Fuji, unveiling a new ramen restaurant in Salisbury. The Fuji Ramen House is an adventure with each tantalizing bite. Enjoy your experience in a cozy Japanese-themed setting and indulge in mouth-watering appetizers, rice bowls, curry, and of course, our ramen. Handcrafted noodles simmering in a delicious broth with your choice of toppings. Elevate your taste to new heights and savor the umami flavors of authentic ramen at Fuji Ramen House, located behind East Moon.
Attention homeowners and contractors. Why buy a tool to use it once or twice, then let it rust in your shed? Rent your tools from First State Tool Rental, your trusted rental partner. Specializing in tools for roofing, siding, and exterior renovation projects. From power tools, hand tools, generators, and drywall lifts to pitch hoppers and dumpsters. Plus, we even rent and maintain Equipter roofing buggies and more. Give us a call or visit us at firststatetoolrentals.com. Delivery available. First State Tool Rentals.
On Wednesday, May 15th, vote for your favorite chef at the 10th anniversary celebration Top Chef of the Culinary Coast event to benefit Meals on Wheels Lewis Rehoboth. The fun begins at 6 p.m. at Ivy and Dewey Beach, when you'll enjoy live music and feast on the area's best culinary creations and local spirits. Get your tickets online at mealsonwheelslr.org or call Meals on Wheels at 302-645-7449.
From empty nester to first home, Accessible Home Builders does it all.
It was great working with Scott at Accessible Builders. He called us every Monday and asked us to come over to the house at each step of the way during the construction of our home.
It was pretty unique working with Scott because not only is he the owner, but he was working in here hands-on with his employees and really just trying to make our vision come to life.
Design your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Draper Media seeks a detail-oriented overnight operations technician. This crucial role involves monitoring and managing over-the-air and content, plus quality control. Successful candidates are proactive problem solvers with knowledge in broadcasting systems like Grass Valley Ignite and Sony ELC. This position requires night, early morning, and weekend shifts. Apply today at drapermediajobs.com. Draper Media is an equal opportunity employer.
We've seen our share of April showers the past couple of days, especially across Sussex County and points north. In fact, an absolute downpour this morning across central and northern parts of Sussex County. But right now, it has dried out as far as the rain. It is gloomy, lots of clouds, maybe a little drizzle. Got our helmet camera, and now Ocean View, you're at 47 degrees. So what to expect? Well, more on and off rain as we go through today, tonight, and into Wednesday. Maybe some rumbles of thunder. Then along a cold front, there is a threat for severe weather later Wednesday. We'll be watching this for the potential of strong winds, hail, and maybe an isolated tornado. We have the solar eclipse coming up in 6 days. It's a few days away, and we are looking at a few clouds as well. And you see that special QR code. Go ahead and focus on that with your phone, and that will take you to a page on our website for more information on the eclipse. More on that coming up in just a second. But look at these rainfall amounts in just about a 2-hour time. 8,600 this morning in Slaughter Beach. Beach a little over 7/10 in Prime Hook. Lewis 0.64, 6/10 in Rehoboth. Ellendale a little under 6/10 and a little over 1/3 of an inch on into Harbison. But now the rain is gone. It's just cloudy out there right now, so we do get a break. It's just cloudy across Delmarva and our nation's capital, seeing some showers across western PA and to the north. It's all north of this boundary that's snaking well to our west, and it's attached to low pressure and a cold front. And eventually this cold front heads our way tomorrow and could spark that severe weather into the afternoon. But this afternoon, it's damp, it's cloudy, temperatures in the low 50s, maybe some drizzle or light rain. And as we go through this evening, we're looking at the clouds, and through the overnight, don't be surprised to hear a clap of thunder, get some showers, some heavier rain once again as we go through tonight into Wednesday morning. And then as we go into the morning, it's cloudy and cool, but then look what happens. Winds turn to the south, and we start to see temperatures rising into the 60s. We increase the humidity. If we see some sunshine, we have a better chance of seeing that severe weather from about 2 to 6 p.m. This model not too excited about that severe weather, but certainly it is a chance, and then we will see a northwest wind behind it, and we'll cool it way down quickly as we go into Thursday morning into the 40s. Thursday will be a blustery day, highs in the 50s with some scattered showers. We are at a level 2 risk of seeing severe weather. That's a slight risk from Delmarva down into eastern North Carolina, as we are looking at a low risk of a tornado, not zero, but a moderate risk of heavy rain, wind damage, and also large hail. That's between about 2 and 7 p.m., so be on your guard for that. And as far as future rain, we could tack on another ½ inch to about an inch of rain. And once again, we talked about this earlier, the solar eclipse is coming up in 6 days, the path of totality, Texas into the Midwest and New England. And for Delmarva, we'll see about 85% of the eclipse. So I think we're looking pretty good sky-wise. A few clouds. Otherwise, we're looking at sunshine. I don't think it's going to rain. I think we're in pretty good shape. 53 this afternoon, cloudy and cool, occasional rain tonight, cloudy skies, showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, 48, then 65. We're watching out for those afternoon showers and storms tomorrow. That's why on the Paul Davis 7-day forecast, it is an alert day in the afternoon and evening for those storms. 65, 56 Thursday with scattered showers. Then we're dipping into the 30s Friday morning into the weekend. Protect your plants. We're in the 50s for the weekend, staying dry. And right now, the eclipse weather, we'll call it partly sunny and 63.
Here's what's happening today at 4 on Coast Life. You share your problems, we break them down, and try to give you advice during our great debate. And a delicious deal at Iron Hill Brewery is around for a limited time. I'm telling you what on the menu are my faves. That and more today at 4 on Coast Life.
Trying to quit tobacco is frustrating. You feel lost. You've tried several times, yet everywhere you turn, there are triggers pulling you back in. But there is a way out. The Delaware Quit Line. We can help get you on a path to living tobacco-free with free counseling, cessation aids, and medications. Let us help you quit for good.
Hey, honey, did you see all the shingles on the ground from that storm last night?
Wow, those winds were really loud.
I know who I'm calling, Morse Roofing and Siding. I heard they're the roofing storm damage experts and will work directly with our insurance company. I'm calling Morse right now for my complimentary roof inspection.
You can visit them on the web at morsehomeimprovement.com or call 302-663-0042.
There's good.
There's better.
And then there's Morse.
The Harry K Foundation presents the second annual Chocolate Crawl on Saturday, April 13th in downtown Rehoboth. Enjoy delectably fabulous chocolate creations and then vote for your favorite to win top prize. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org/events.
Don't miss the Spring Home Expo at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis, April 6th and 7th. Admission is free, featuring 90 exhibitors from the Delaware Resorts region presenting their home products and services. Saturday from 9 to 4 and Sunday from 10 to 3. Come see a wide array of home products and service companies, home improvement, realtors, and builders, all under one roof. Many of the exhibitors will be giving away free gifts and prizes, and ample parking is free. Don't miss the free Spring Home Expo, April 6th and 7th at Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis.
At Delmarva Roofing and Coating, we believe in longevity. Since our start in 1988 and 10 million square feet of roofing later, we've gained the experience to solve your roofing problems. We combine those years of knowledge with cutting-edge technology to guide you through every project phase, inspection, maintenance, or installation. You can count on us to safeguard your investment with a reliable roof and service after the sale. Serving Delmarva for over 3 decades, Delmarva Roofing and Coating, above all, a good roof.
On the next Tamron Hall, from brides to babies, we are bringing you the most next level and over-the-top showers blowing up on social media. It wasn't worth it, and why? We get into it next Tamron Hall.
Tuesday at 3 on CoastTV.
There's yet another problem with federal financial aid forms that could further delay student aid awards. According to the Department of Education, some colleges received the wrong information about some families' finances. Administrators blame that on what they call inaccurate tax data from the Internal Revenue Service. The problem reportedly impacts about 1 million applicants. It's just the latest problem with this year's free application for federal student aid form. Many schools, but not all, have already pushed back enrollment dates. We'll be right back. Still ahead, someone is diagnosed with COPD every couple of minutes. Now we'll show you how a new procedure is offering hope for better results. Stay with us on Coast TV News Midday.
The UV Index Weather Report is sponsored by Ocean City Tourism. Somewhere to smile about.
When you visit the Delmarva Design Center, you'll experience a selection of appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring all together in one showroom. The 10,000 square foot location has a variety of inspiring samples for any project size or budget. Your dedicated product experts and designers collaborate to bring your dream project to life. Come and see what the kitchen industry buzz is all about. Experience the Delmarva Design Center in Selbyville, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva's coast.
Is the name of your bank changing again? The Farmers Bank of Willards has been a local independent bank for nearly 100 years. When you bank local, your money stays here in our community, where it benefits our local businesses, farms, and families. The Farmers Bank has real people ready to help and world-class features like our free mobile banking app with Lock-It debit card security, a Smart Cents savings program, and free checking with no minimum balance. Stop paying extra fees and switch to the Farmers Bank of Willards, where people matter.
Open 6 days a week with convenient hours. Call and schedule your appointment today.
This is like our forever home. This was the last piece of the puzzle. Pinnacle concrete coating actually showed me this particular floor here, which is tidal wave. I was told, I'm done. I'm good. Just let's start. When it was done, I probably sat out there for 20 minutes and just staring at the product before I went back into the house. This is not a garage, this is an extension of my home. I'm just thrilled to death with this floor. We get a discount for being a veteran. It made you real warm and fuzzy knowing that you're dealing with somebody like that. You know, I'm just impressed with what they did. It was awesome.
Taking you back to the decade of neon colors, big hair, and of course, great music. Join me, April, every morning at 8 a.m. on 107.1 The Duck as I play some of your favorite tunes from back in the day. It's April's Awesome 80s, sponsored by Easton Auto Care and Denton Auto Care and Tire.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, COPD, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, was the 6th leading cause of death in the U.S. in 2020. As Marty Salt shows us, there's another alternative method to cures.
Blow. Push it out. Push. I was hanging on to my soap dish, trying to catch my breath in the shower.
73-year-old Frances Clark is describing what it's like to have COPD, or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. The progressive condition limits airflow in and out of the lungs, making it hard to breathe.
Let's have a listen. Deep breaths in and out.
Diagnosed more than 25 years ago, the former hairdresser and decades-long smoker says her disease progressed to the point where she was forced to go on oxygen.
Carrying a laundry basket, food shopping, everything was a challenge.
But things have gotten a lot better for Clark. This after she underwent a minimally invasive procedure last April in which these Zephyr endobronchial valves were implanted in the left side of her lung by pulmonologist Dr. Nadim Ali. The tiny one-way valves allow the healthier portions of the lung to work more efficiently.
The lung volume reduction surgery procedure is done via a small camera placed anywhere between 3 to 5 small valves.
It's designed for patients with significant to moderate COPD, but individuals are required to have quit smoking at least 3 months prior to the procedure.
After the volume reduction procedure is performed, we want you to exercise.
In Clark's case, it's been life-changing, not only making household tasks much easier, but allowing her to travel and spend time with family. I'm Marty Salt reporting.
Stocked in with the clouds now into Tyndall's casual furniture cam, but you can see the ground, some water on the lens, and more rain to come. Possibly severe weather later Wednesday with the first alert day, but calming down into the weekend. For another way to get your forecast, it's the CoastTV First Alert Weather Line. Call 443-880-9100. It is sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. Your 10-day forecast is next.
When homeowners think of a kitchen remodel, they picture their house in chaos for months, eating out every night, and of course, a big invoice.
With Paul Davis, we have an easy kitchen remodel solution for a fraction of the cost. Our certified installers add 5 layers of hardwood over your cabinets with new doors and drawers to match.
And it's done in as little as 3 days.
Save Big 3 Ways is now extended. Get last year's pricing, pay nothing until 2025, and get $1,000 off now ending April 30th.
Call Paul Davis for a free estimate.
Mark your calendars for Runway, a formal style fashion show, Sunday, April 21st at the Rehoboth Beach Convention Center. Prepare to be dazzled by stunning looks from Rehoboth's finest boutiques, live music and entertainment, plus champagne and hors d'oeuvres. Tickets are $50 and are available now. Treat yourself to a fun and stylish evening you won't soon forget. For more information, visit Rehoboth Beach Main Street's Facebook page.
Want something new to explore? Maryland's coast is naturally growing. Off the deck, right from the vine, or tapped out of the keg, there's always something fresh in Worcester County. Bite into something locally grown from the farmers markets. Indulge in sweet treats from the dairy or the bakery. Enjoy a brew, a glass of wine, or a cocktail that you can't get anywhere else. Eat seafood right from these waters. In Worcester County, there's something fresh everyone will like. To learn more and to explore Maryland's coast, go to visitmarylandscoast.org.
Pulling up to a great-looking home is nice. Curb appeal is important. But here on the coast, even more important is dock appeal. At T&G Builders, if you can dream it, we can create it. For uncompromising quality, contact T&G Builders to design and build your coastal dream home. Over 30 years of integrity, empathy, and love. T&G Builders, the sign of quality. Visit us online at tg-builders.com.
Not everyone wants a big funeral. For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral service offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $15.95, or choose to have a small visitation service, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services. Simply respectful.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
We've been seeing the rounds of soaking rain, but I think we get a break for a few hours this afternoon. Lots of clouds, temperatures sneaking into the low 50s for some of us, but a lot of us, including the coast, staying in the 40s with this easterly wind. And then the rain builds back in this evening and maybe some rumbles of thunder overnight. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. We have an afternoon code red tomorrow. We're watching for the potential of severe weather, 65. And then windy, still showers Thursday, 56. Starts getting cold at night, down into the 30s. highs. Protect your plants into the weekend. We're looking at 50s for the weekend. Eclipse weather looking good, 63. And then, Matt, we finally settle into drier and spring-like weather after that, mid to upper 60s.
Let's just get to that part of the calendar. Thanks, Bob, and thank you for being with us here on Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app, and don't forget to join us later for Coast TV News at 5. Until then, have a great Tuesday, everybody.